Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Eugene Parker Court, better known as The Cage, here on the campus of Concordia Lutheran High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Thad Goff. Oscar Harrison is running the camera tonight, and our matchup, as you can see on your scoreboard, is the New Haven Bulldogs versus the Concordia Cadets. This is the season opener for New Haven, and it's a team that is trying to rebuild. It looked like in recent years, maybe they might be getting back in the right direction. Back when Myquisha Bratton was a head coach, she had that team at 8-12, which is obviously not a great record, but it was an improvement off the previous seasons. It was her second season as the head coach at New Haven. Unfortunately, New Haven has not been able to sustain any success. Adria King has been improving the records the last couple of years at New Haven. 2 wins her first year in 23-24. 4 wins last year, so she's trying to get this New Haven Bulldogs program going in the right direction. Adria King, an assistant coach and AAU coach, I do believe, with Always 100 basketball. You'll see her at the various events that Always 100 does. In fact, I have seen her, especially most recently, at the Always 100 Spring Elite Showcase. So she's got plenty of coaching background under her belt, whether it's with this New Haven program or as a coach with Always 100. Now, the Concordia Cadets have played a game already. That was on the road against the Eastside Blazers, and Eastside, under head coach Mike Lordy, has been building into one of the better teams in the area over there in Butler, Indiana. And these days, you see a lot of small-town teams, especially small towns outside of Fort Wayne, Indiana, but a lot of small-town teams that can play really good basketball. That's the case with Eastside, and it has been for the last few years under head coach Mike Lordy. That's the case with Norwell, and that's been the case for a long time under head coach Eric Thornton. That's a town of population 3,000, Ossian, Indiana, 3,000 plus. And then over in Middlebury, you got the Northridge Raiders, another town of population 3,000 plus, but Doug Springer has done a great job over there in Middlebury, Indiana. Now, that's about an hour and a half away from Fort Wayne, so that's small-town basketball far away, not far away from Fort Wayne, but not necessarily right close to it. So you see some good small-town basketball from Eastside, Norwell, and Northridge as several examples. Obviously, Concordia, not small-town basketball, but it's a program that has historically had success. When Dave Miller was the head coach, he led the Cadets to 2 state championships. One of his former assistants and former JV coaches, Nicole Bollinger, is currently the head coach. Bollinger in her 5th year at the helm of Concordia. Her daughter, Olivia, continues to be an outstanding scorer for the Lady Cadets. Cadets finished with 10 wins each of the last 2 seasons, 10-13 last year, 10-14 the year before, 10-14 again in the 2023-2024 season. So Nicole Bollinger hoping that she should say the 2022-2023 season is when they finished 10-14. So Nicole Bollinger hoping she can keep this program going in the right direction. It'll be later this week on Friday night when Concordia heads to Northrop. That's a team that Concordia was able to beat here in this gym last year. So Northrop will probably have their hands full, but Concordia knows that they'll have their hands full against some very talented athletes in the Northrop Lady Bruins. But some good athletes in their own right play here at Concordia, including, as I mentioned, Olivia Bollinger. She's been a top-notch scorer ever since her freshman year. She's now a senior, averaged 17.6 points per game a year ago. Now, Concordia did graduate some quality seniors from last year's team, including Sella Kaiser, Lauren Goodman, and Nigel Walker, all players averaging over 8 points per game. So none of those girls are back this year. And in the most recent game that Concordia played, got these stats from Hunter Sosenheimer. And yes, that's the same Hunter Sosenheimer who used to do play-by-play for Summit City Sports. He's an assistant coach these days at Concordia High School. Stace Petrowski was the leading scorer for Concordia in the East Side game with 7 points in that game. And you also had Chloe Vanderford and Jenna Akey chipping in with 5. Olivia Bollinger chipped in with 6. So nobody for Concordia got into double figures, but some younger players ended up contributing. Macy Hendrickson also got in the game, and Macy is not scheduled to start tonight. She's a freshman. She is the daughter of Matt Hendrickson, who coaches over at Emmanuel St. Michael in southwest Fort Wayne, fairly close to the Canterbury Homestead area. Chloe Vanderford is starting as a freshman tonight. She's the only freshman in the starting lineup for tonight. She wears number 15, and she'll play the guard position. So that's what we've got coming up for Concordia. Get you the full starting lineups when I come back. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com. We got about 7 minutes left until the game gets underway. We've got about a minute and 10 seconds left in this break. Back after this.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, the starting lineups will be announced before this game gets underway. I do have the starting lineups, though, so I can give them to you. Now, there may be some changes before the game starts when the lineups are announced, but these are the lineups that I do have. First, for the New Haven Bulldogs, Alana Webb starts for the Bulldogs at the guard/forward position. She's a player who averaged over 15 points a year ago, easily the leading scorer for these Lady Bulldogs. She returns this year as a senior. Jayana Ware starts at guard. She wears number 3. She's a senior. Amira Barker starts at guard. She's a sophomore, stands at 5'5" and plays the guard/forward position. Unaya Potter starts at forward. She's 5'10". She wears number 22. And Hannah Goodrich, a senior, wears number 42, and she's 5'10". She'll be starting at the power forward position. For Concordia, they'll have Olivia Bollinger starting at the forward position at 6'1". Krista Linnemeyer gets the start at guard. She's a junior. Jenna Akey, also a junior, gets the start at guard. Chloe Vanderford, a freshman, gets the start at guard. She stands 5'5" and wears number 15. And Jen Dressler, the senior, gets the start at center. She wears number 24 and stands 6'1". Jen Dressler, you may remember, was the starting goalie for Concordia's girls soccer team. It's a girls soccer team that did have a quality season this year, but as I recall, they did not make it out of sectionals when all was said and done. I'll let you know about some upcoming broadcasts that we'll have here on SummitCitySports.com in just a minute. I mentioned we have Concordia taking on Northrop next Friday. Now, a lot of these are unofficial, but these are some of the games that you might be able to find on SummitCitySports.com in the coming weeks. Snyder will take on Huntington North on Tuesday. Northrop will take on Warsaw on Tuesday, and these Concordia Cadets will take on Belmont. These New Haven Bulldogs will take on Canterbury. Leo will take on Churubusco. Blackhawk Christian will take on Eastside, and that's a big test for Blackhawk Christian. They did win today, a game that you might have gotten to see on SummitCitySports.com over West Noble. Eastside, though, a very tough program led by head coach Mike Lordy. Dwenger also hosting East Noble, so I'm sure we'll have some of those games on Summit City Sports. As Wayne also takes on Leo on Wednesday, and then on Friday, these Concordia Cadets will go to Northrop to take on the Bruins. New Haven will play Blackhawk Christian. Woodland will play Belmont, and we will have high school football. Don't have the full schedule ironed out yet, but we do have some high school football, some regional football next Friday. And I imagine we will cover some of those as well as some of the basketball games that are on the docket in the Fort Wayne area and surrounding towns. Right now I'm going to go ahead and get a few words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to do all the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Well, speaking of volleyball, state volleyball is going on today. I'll be checking on some of the scores if we've got them from state championship volleyball. We have some area teams that are in the state championships. More on that in a little bit on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back at the cage here at Concordia Lutheran High School. We're just seconds away from the start of this game between New Haven and Concordia. Home opener for Concordia, season opener for New Haven. I mentioned we were going to look up some scores from the state championship volleyball games today. In Class 1A, Trinity Lutheran did defeat Faith Christian 3-1. Bar Reeve defeated Benton Central 3-2. One of our own area schools, Bishop Dwenger, made it to the state championship, but they were swept 3-0 by Roncalli. And Carroll and Plainfield looks like they are still in action right now. Don't have a score yet on that game. Can see if I can look one up. But in the meantime, we are about to have our pregame prayer and then the announcement, the playing of the national anthem. So we'll keep it right here and turn it over to our PA announcer.
High School is a tobacco-free campus. Concessions are available in the cafeteria above the home side. Bleachers and restrooms are available on the upper level and in the hallway. At this time, I would ask that you would please rise and remove any headgear. We will have a prayer followed by the playing of tonight's national anthem. Please pray with me. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for all the blessings that you bestow on each and every one of us. We ask especially today that you would spread your protective hand over these athletes and keep them from injury or harm. Help the athletes, coaches, and officials to honor you by using their talents to the absolute fullest. Enable the spectators to encourage the athletes by modeling great sportsmanship. Most of all, Lord, we thank you for the forgiveness of our sins and eternal life you have won for us through the life, death, and resurrection of your Son, Jesus Christ. In his name we pray. Amen. Please face the flag at the center of the court as we honor our great country and those who have served to ensure our freedoms by the playing of our national anthem. Officials for tonight's contest are Tony Bowen and Craig Hershey.
We will keep it right here as they announce the starting lineups. First for the visitors from New Haven High School.
Fans, if you feel the need to verbally express your displeasure with our officials this evening, please note that your actions will be an absolute contradiction to the beliefs of Concordia Lutheran High School and the IHSAA. Your positivity this evening is greatly appreciated. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, beginning with the guest on our scoreboard, the Bulldogs from New Haven High School. First up, a senior, number 1, Alana Webb. Next up, a senior, number 3, Jayana Ware. A sophomore, number 10, Amira Barker. A senior, number 22, Unaya Parker Hodge. And lastly, a senior, number 42, Hannah Goodrich. The Bulldogs are coached by Adria King. And now the starting lineup for your Concordia Cadets. A junior from the name of St. Michael, number 13, Krista Littlemeyer. A junior from Concordia Grade School, number 14, Jenna Icky. A freshman from Woodside, number 15, Chloe Vanderpool. A senior from St. Peter's, number 12, Olivia Bollinger. And a senior from Lincoln, number 24, Jen Dressler. The Cadets are coached by Nicole Bollinger.
So those are the starting lineups here at the Cage as the Concordia Cadets get set to take on the New Haven Bulldogs. Get a couple more words in from our sponsors while we have a chance to do so. We've got a fairly brief chance to do so. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether you're facing an OWI or any other accusation. Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Well, that is Olivia Bollinger, who's going to tip things off for Concordia, tipping things off for New Haven. They got number 22, Unaya Porter. Porter stands at 5'10", rather. Bollinger stands at 6'1", and Bollinger wins the opening tip. Chloe Vandeford, the freshman, handling the ball early on. She finds the junior, Jenna Akey. As I recall, Jenna Akey also played soccer. Of course, Jen Dressler was the goalie on that soccer team. That left-hand layup goes, and that's the freshman Vandeford. And Concordia leads it 2-0 early on. Well, that's certainly Vandeford's first points on the home court this year as that three goes off the mark from Webb, but Goodrich with the offensive board, and she puts it back, and New Haven's on the board. A second chance for the Bulldogs. They take advantage. Bollinger on the drive. To the basket, scores. Olivia Bollinger averaged 17 points a game a year ago, and she's on the board early in this one. She was held to 6 against the Eastside Blazers in the opener. As Webb goes down the baseline, puts it in. Defender fell down, and Webb knocked it down right over her. It was Dressler who Webb scored over, and a quick bucket for the Bulldogs. Webb averaged over 15 points a game last year in her junior year. That's a deep three, short from Bollinger and out of bounds. Vandeford thought she had a chance at the offensive board, but it goes out of bounds, and that's the first time anybody has gone one and done here in this ball game. New Haven had a missed shot on their first possession, but then Goodrich got the offensive board and scored. 2-3 zone here for Concordia to start out. Jayana Ware. Barker for three. It's short. And a good box out by Bollinger. Bollinger finds Vandeford down the floor. Vandeford missed it. Left it short. And here comes Webb the other way. Webb one-on-one with Bollinger, and it's blocked. Olivia Bollinger with the rejection. Bollinger trying to go coast to coast, and she draws the foul. This turned into a back-and-forth, fast-paced game. After this first free throw, we'll go ahead and show you what just happened on that possession. Our replays, as always, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Bollinger taking her time. She did go up and down the floor pretty quick. That first free throw rims out. Here's a look at what happened. Looked like Vandeford had a good look. Got by the defender, a little bit short on the shot. But how about Bollinger and the job of her getting back on defense to swat that ball away? She takes it down the floor and sets up the chance at the free throw line, and she did make that last free throw. So the Cadets retake the lead over the Bulldogs. Barker across the timeline. She swings it over to Ware. Ware, the senior, with a pull-up jumper, too strong. Krista Linnemeyer, the junior, with the board. That looked like double dribble. Somebody was calling it. The officials do not call it. Bollinger's going to spot up again, and this time she hits. Olivia Bollinger from downtown. It looked like there was some decent space between her feet and the three-point line. It wasn't a question of was she behind. It was just a question of how far behind it was she. Barker with the double team turns it over into the hands of Akey. Akey, the cross-court pass, left-handed shot, it's good, and it's the freshman Vandeford, and a timeout called by Adria King. Chloe Vandeford, 6 points early on in the ball game. I've got a couple replays that we can show you with this timeout. Again, one thing to pay attention to on this first replay, was there a double dribble? I'm not sure. It was close. I'm not sure Linnemeyer actually picked up her dribble. And that's not quite NBA range on the part of Bollinger, but a deeper three than usual. She's not just stepping up to the line and firing from a few feet behind the line. Here's a look at our most recent replay. Again, it is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Good double team. Linnemeyer helping out with it, and Jenna Akey gets the takeaway. And with Vandeford trailing, she's able to get position and score. And we're back to live action here. Concordia with a 10-4 lead. 5:11 to go in quarter number one. Akey gets her hands up and gets the takeaway. She slows it down and finds Bollinger. Bollinger off balance, short on the three. Did New Haven touch that last? They did. this point, Bollinger's 1 for 3 shooting from 3. She's got 6 total points. That matches the total she had against Eastside. Chloe Vandeford looking to go baseline. High floater, too strong. Dressler saves it. And she's used to saving things. She's a goalie on the soccer team. We got a foul, meanwhile, on the New Haven Bulldogs. Whereas Dressler's a senior, so unfortunately she won't be saving any more shots with the Concordia Cadets anymore. Bollinger puts it on the deck, drives, and scores! Olivia Bollinger having her way with the Bulldogs early. She's got 8 points out of the 12 that Concordia has. It was looking close early on. Oh, Webb, or rather Ware, lost the dribble into the hands of Akey. Vandeford looking for Dressler. She gets the handle, surrounded by black shirts, and she is fouled. Alana Webb looks like she's going to be tagged with that foul. We'll reset our fouls on the scoreboard here, and it's not Webb. Instead, they got Amira Barker, third-team foul against New Haven, and Dressler goes to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. First one's short. Took her left hand off of it. Seemed like a second before she went up with the shot. She's a right-handed shooter, as you can tell. Of course, righties will often use that left hand as a guide hand, if you will. Of course, lefties will do the opposite. A little crossover dribble by Webb. Step back three, short. And the rebound pulled down. Did Linnemeyer get rid of that in time? They have not called her for a travel. That's going to be a jump ball. And we'll see who gets the possession. It's New Haven who gets the possession arrow. Bollinger and Webb both going after the ball. They said New Haven ball. That was the signal. Bollinger is ready to inbound it, thinking that this is Concordia ball. So they got to fix that, as Barker will put it in play. Long inbound, Ware. Poked away, that's Bollinger. Bollinger with two teammates in close, and Akey scores and a foul. Great teamwork by the Cadets, and Akey's going to the line. Jenna Akey at the free throw line. She was frequently used off the bench by Concordia a year ago. She averages just 3 points per game. And she completes the three-point play. 3:47 and counting here in the first quarter. And traveling is going to be called on Aries Odom, who's in off the bench for New Haven. So the Bulldogs turn it over with 3:41 left in quarter number one. One of our other games is Central Noble versus Lures. We'll be checking on that one in a little bit, but right now Krista Linnemeyer with the good feed. The shot is blocked by Webb. Dressler goes to recover it, and Linnemeyer does secure it. Now Bollinger has to secure it near the timeline. Bollinger off her left foot, too strong. Alana Webb comes down with the board. That was a stop that New Haven needed if they want to get back in this game, and they're going to say that went out off of Vandeford, so this will be New Haven basketball. Webb inbounds to Barker. Odom off the glass and in. A much-needed jump shot for the Bulldogs. Akey with the spin move around Dressler, blocked by Goodrich. Odom comes up with the board, and here comes Webb. One-on-one, blocked again. Oh, no, it wasn't. Webb got it over Bollinger and scored. That's 4 straight points for the Bulldogs. They are within 8. They could make this a 2-score game. That ball gets loose. Webb trying to get to it. Battle for it on the deck. That's going to be a jump ball. This time the possession arrow gives it to Concordia. Concordia is technically in the double bonus right now. We don't have a foul on that possession. Just had to reset my scoreboard. As Bollinger will inbound to Jenna Akey. Vandeford makes a move. That shot's blocked by Webb. Back-to-back block shots when Concordia's had the ball. Goodrich had one, but traveling is called here on Barker. And the Bulldogs give it right back. Jayana Ware checks back in for New Haven. Akey picked up by Ware. Bollinger, the catch and shoot. Hand in her face, in and out. Offensive board, Dressler. And that jumper's banked in. It's Crystal Linnemeyer. Odom falling away, and she hits it. New Haven still very much in this ball game, even though it wasn't long ago Concordia had a 16-4 lead. Loose ball. Ware is there to scoop it up. A minute 23 and counting. Can Ware get across the timeline? Now she does. She was cutting it very close. Vandeford all over her. Off balance 3. Odom. No good. Bollinger there for the board. She swings it out front. Linnemeyer stops and pops, but can't connect. Jayana Ware pulls down the board. Ware's picked up by Akey. Trying to avoid a 5-second violation, and she gets it out to Odom. That's going to be a foul from behind on Linnemeyer. First team foul against Concordia, and it comes with 50.9 seconds left. Well, Concordia was up by 12 here in this first quarter, but New Haven's got a chance to make this either a 6-point game or a 5-point game. Make this a lot closer than it was. A good feed inside. Barker blocked by Dressler. Akey across the timeline to the basket, blocked, and a foul. Going to go on Barker. That's Barker's second. That's the 5th team foul, and this one was in the act of shooting. It would be 2 free throws either way because that's the 5th team foul against New Haven. And these days in Indiana high school basketball, 5 team fouls in a quarter puts your opponent at the line for double bonus, and Akey gets free throw number 1 to fall. Shot it at 71% from the stripe last year, and on that particular trip, she goes 2 for 2. Back to a 10-point Concordia lead. Taken away by Bollinger. She's able to secure it. Another 3-on-1. Bollinger puts it in transition. Back to a 12-point Cadet lead. Bollinger had 6 points against Eastside. She's got 10 already against New Haven. Akey with some tight defense, and she pokes it out of bounds. It will be New Haven ball. And holding Olivia Bollinger to 6 points, that's a credit to the Eastside Blazers and head coach Mike Lordy putting together a great defensive game plan and having it all come together. And those girls being able to execute. Sophia DeBose is in the game for New Haven. Barker missed the 3. Linnemeyer the board. 3 seconds to go. Linnemeyer up ahead. Too tall for Vandeford. Tried to set up something inside, and I thought Linnemeyer might slow down and take a 3-point shot there. Instead, it's out of bounds, and that inbound isn't going to go for anything. There was only 0.4 seconds on the clock. So we have played through 1 quarter, and it'll be 22-10 Concordia when we come back to start the second quarter on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
The Concordia Cadets have a 22-10 lead over the New Haven Bulldogs. One of the stories of this game, Olivia Bollinger was held to 6 points against the Eastside Blazers in Concordia's opener. She's already got 10 points in this game against the New Haven Bulldogs. She averaged 17 points a game a year ago, and she's been scoring in double figures ever since she took the floor as a starter for these Cadets. She is the daughter of Concordia head coach Nicole Bollinger. Barker finds Goodrich. Goodrich on two defenders, had it swatted away. Linnemeyer took it away and then taken right back by Ware. Her shot will not fall, but an offensive board and a foul. Webb got the board for New Haven. And the foul appears to be on Concordia. We'll see who they tag it with. Linnemeyer called for the foul. Goodrich with Bollinger on her, swings it back out to Webb. Air ball from Barker. Stace Petrowski able to win the box out. Lily Spreen, a freshman, is on the floor. That pass may be a little too hot. Going to be recovered by Sophia DeBose. And here come the Bulldogs. Goodrich going to fire a three. It's short. Battle for the board. It's loose. And Ware comes up with it. She's got Akey right on her. New Haven had a long possession to start this second quarter. We're going to get a foul. I thought Webb was about to, or rather Ware was about to travel before the foul was called. But they call the foul on Akey with 6:54 left to go. We do have an update from Bishop Luers. The end of one quarter, Central Noble leads Luers 10-3. Southside Archers were blown out today by Warren Central. Goodrich had it knocked away on the way up. Was that Spreen? It was not. It was Petrowski, Stace Petrowski, who knocked it away. Inbound to Ware. She's got Lily Spreen, the freshman, on her, and she's able to find Barker. Right over the outstretched arms of Akey. Ware missed the three ball, and Linnemeyer able to secure the board right in front of Goodrich. Linnemeyer able to find Akey. Akey, nice move to the basket. Tough shot, won't go. Ware's got the board. Webb has got the speed. She's got the shot, doesn't hit it, but she's fouled. I think they called it on the floor. Stace Petrowski called for that foul. And right now, Jenna Akey's just tying her shoe. And maybe they didn't call it on the floor. Nope, they did. Another freshman comes into the game. That's Macy Hendrickson. A little shot fake there. That's Barker. Macy's dad is Matt Hendrickson, who coaches basketball over at Emmanuel St. Michael Lutheran School. That goes off of Hendrickson and out of bounds. Went off her foot. Of course, you might remember her brother, Vaughn Hendrickson. Vaughn was a very talented cross-country runner here at Concordia. You'd often see Matt Hendrickson at the Concordia games, whether it's girls basketball or boys basketball, as Amira Barker knocks down the jumper to get the first points of the second quarter. Bollinger going quick, right against Goodrich, too strong. Offensive board. That was Hendrickson. Traveling is called on Akey. Say that last bucket was a 3 by Amira Barker. So it's 22-13. New Haven's got this game back in single digits. Another 3 here would make it a 6-point game. Ware, guarded by Akey. Loses the ball, and she's fouled. That's already the 4th team foul against Concordia here in the second quarter. So now New Haven's going to be in the double bonus on the next KDET foul. Chloe Vanderford, the freshman, comes back in for Concordia. DeBose gets fouled. It was on the shot. Would have been the 15th foul anyway, so it'd be free throws no matter what. Sophia DeBose, the sophomore, going to the free throw line. Starting lineup is chock full of seniors. Alana Webb, Jayana Ware, Uniah Porter, and Hannah Goodrich are the 4 seniors in the starting lineup for New Haven. As the free throw doesn't go, DeBose will get one more chance. The only non-senior in the starting lineup for New Haven is Amira Barker. Oh for 2, and Bollinger's got the board. She swings it down the floor, and Ware takes it away. Concordia still with zeros on the scoreboard for the second quarter. They've obviously got 22 for the game, but nothing here in the second. And that ball's taken away. It's Vanderford who comes up with it. Spreen for 3, short. And the board by Hannah Goodrich as she tries to rip it away from defenders. It's a jump ball. The arrow does favor Concordia. A catch and shoot. Petrowski, no good, and that appears to be off Concordia, and it is. Off of Chloe Vanderford. Riley Spreen will chase the ball down, but it's not going to be her team's ball. She knows that. Adria King calls out the play. Ware had it poked out. That was Vanderford. It's off her. With 4:46 to go, the Cadets have a 9-point lead. Their largest lead has been 12, but they have not scored here in the second quarter. Ware trying to go to work against Vanderford. She swings it outside to Barker. Barker has it go loose, and it's taken away. And they're going to call the foul on Petrowski. Are they saying that was an offensive foul? I guess so. If that was a loose ball foul, it'd be free throws for New Haven because Concordia's already committed 5 fouls, make it 6. That shot won't fall. Goodrich battling for the board. And that's a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with New Haven. Amira Barker will inbound for the Bulldogs. She gets it into Odom. Off the glass and in. Aries Odom makes it a 7-point game. The Bulldogs not going away. They were down 12 in the first quarter. They were down 12 at the end of the first quarter. Tough shot. Petrowski puts it in. And finally, Concordia is on the board in quarter number 2. A catch and shoot 3. Barker too strong, and Spreen crashes in for the board. Spreen in trouble, able to find Petrowski. Bollinger across the timeline. Step back 3. Bollinger hits it. Olivia Bollinger pulls the Cadets back up by 12. She had 6 points against Eastside, 13 here against New Haven. Odom, the step back off balance. Timeout. Adria King called a timeout. Well, while they take a timeout, we've got a couple more replays that we can show you. As always, they are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Here's the first one. Aries Odom, a little catch and shoot right off the inbound. You'll see it here in just a second. Just enough space, able to hit it right over Bollinger. Got to have a good arc to be able to do that. Bollinger's 6'1", but Odom had plenty of arc on that last possession. And then here's the three by Bollinger that added to this lead for Concordia. That's Petrowski who sets the screen, and Bollinger now has 13 points in the ball game, 10 in the first quarter. That's her first points this second quarter. It took Concordia about half of this quarter to finally get on the board, but now they've scored 5 straight points and they're back up by 12. So it looks like they've made the adjustments, and now Adria King trying to make the adjustments on the New Haven side of things. We'll get one more word in from our sponsors before we get back to live action. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. One thing you'll see when you come here to Concordia High School is ads for their Christmas at the Embassy concert. It's something they do every single year. That ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover by the Bulldogs. Basically a big choir and band concert that takes place at Embassy Theater in downtown Fort Wayne. They'll play a series of hymns and some familiar Christmas songs that you might have heard in different movies or plays over the years. Even played a version of Sleigh Ride that you might have heard on the radio. Glory Headkey, the freshman, to the basket. Glory, hallelujah. Glory Headkey scores it. DeBoe's no good, and Bollinger's got it for the Cadets. She was late finding Vandeford, but she found her just in time, and Vandeford puts it home. And it's a 9-0 Concordia run. The feed inside, Goodrich out of bounds. Off Goodrich, New Haven turns it over. Some of these Concordia freshmen showing some promise. Lily Spreen's only 5'5". We did see her fight for a board here in this quarter. Chloe Vandeford's got 6 points. And Glory Headkey came off the bench most recently and hit a tough layup. Spreen to the basket. She missed it, but she is fouled. Aries Odom called for the foul. That's only the first team foul against New Haven here in the second quarter. They committed 5 in the first. That first free throw is good, and Concordia is now up 16. That's their largest lead of the game. Lily Spreen is on the board. And she goes 2 for 2. Poked away, it's Bollinger, and Bollinger with all kinds of room. And she puts it home. And Concordia goes up by 20. She's 6'1". If she were 6'5", she might have gone up to dunk that thing. Webb trying to get free to the basket, draws the foul. 2:01 on the first half clock. They call it on Glory Headkey. That's the 7th team foul on Concordia here in quarter number 2. That's been one of the bugaboos for Concordia. Now, it did take them about 4 minutes to get a bucket here in the second quarter. You wouldn't know that by the fact that they're up 19. Alana Webb gets one more free throw. She hit her first one just a second ago. She's 2 for 2. It's not going to count. I think we got a lane violation. It's a lane violation against New Haven. So that next free throw is not going to count. It'll remain 35-16. Bollinger across the timeline, loses the ball. Webb to the deck, almost got up with it. She was still on her knees. They don't call the travel. Here comes Ware. Floater off the glass and in. Jayana Ware gets it to go off the glass. Here's Bollinger. Bollinger feeds it inside. That's a tough catch by Vandeford. She has to kick it out, and the three ball goes. Lori Headkey. Now check that. It's Joy Headkey. Pull-up jumper. DeBose couldn't hit. Joy Headkey's a senior. Glory Headkey is a freshman. Linnemeyer saved it, but right into the hands of Odom. Aries Odom one-on-one. Awkward-looking shot. She'll get the rebound, and the jumper goes. Aries Odom. 8 points off the bench for the senior forward. We're down to 43 seconds left here in quarter number 2. That's going to be a foul on Webb. Alana Webb. .39 seconds on the clock. Linnemeyer double teamed, able to find Bollinger. She'll put up the three, and it's no good. Tapped around and kept alive. That's Naomi Desta. That deep three won't go. Desta trying to get another board. Is that going to be a jump ball? It is. And the arrow keeps it with Concordia. The clock's down to 24.4 seconds. Bollinger and Headkey are going back thinking that it's New Haven ball, but it's Concordia ball. Inbound, Glory Headkey. And Bollinger's able to track it down. Joy Headkey with the shot fake. Three ball no good. Desta had the board, couldn't secure it. Ware to the deck. 9 seconds left in the half. Alana Webb with it, down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds, step back three. It's good! Alana Webb, a miraculous shot to end the half. What a shot by Webb, and I'll go ahead and show that to you right here and right now on our replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Concordia had a long possession, but it's New Haven who comes away with points. Step back three, Bollinger right on her, and Webb rattles it home to make it a 15-point game. So New Haven's still with a tall hill to climb if they want to get back in this ball game, but a shot like that can only help. 38-23 in favor of the Concordia Cadets, and we are back after this break. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, it's a 38-23 lead for Concordia, and Concordia has led by as many as 20 points here in this game, but they did take 4 minutes to finally get their first points of the second quarter. Now, here's how the second quarter ended. A replay that we showed you not too long ago. Alana Webb with the off-balance three, bowling her right there in front of her, and she's able to knock it down right over her. Alana Webb with an incredible shot to close out the first half. Do have some first half scoring to give you, but first, a few words from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we do the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Those sponsors, of course, include TJW Industrial. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit TJWindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is halftime, so I'm going to go ahead and read off the first half scoring leaders. First for New Haven, they are currently led in scoring by two different players, Aries Odom and Alana Webb. Webb hit her first three of the game to close out the first half. Those two have 8 points apiece. Jayana Ware has 2. Amira Barker has 2. Hannah Goodrich has 2. At least that's what I've got her for. Actually, Amira Barker, I believe, has 3. That's how it's listed on the scoreboard here in Concordia High School. So must have missed a point there. So she does have 3. On the Concordia side, Olivia Bollinger has 15 points. Jenna Akey has 5. Chloe Vandeford, the freshman, has 6. Stace Petrowski has 2. Glory Hedke has 2. Joy Hedke has 3. Jen Dressler has 1. And Lily Spreen hit a pair of free throws. She's got 2 points for the game. About 6 minutes to play. I'll update you on what else is going on here in Northeast Indiana and some of the games we've got going on, one of which is on SummitCitySports.com. One of which I'm hoping to get an update on. It's not on SummitCitySports.com. There's a big game between Norwell and Warsaw, which I think is going on right about now. Warsaw defeated Snyder back on Tuesday night in their opener, and Norwell's already 2-0 with wins against Tippecanoe Valley and Bluffton. Those both blowout wins, but now they've got their hands full on the road against Warsaw, and Warsaw's the kind of team that they might be able to see at some point during postseason play since Norwell moved up to Class 4A. Again, I don't have a score on that yet. I'm hoping to get that in a little bit if I can find it. 38-23 the score. Concordia with the lead over New Haven. We got 5 minutes left until the second half gets underway. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com. Oops, my apologies. Must have hit a wrong button. Don't want to show you a blank screen, but I think we've got it now. Here is the ad break on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, here the score is 38-23 in favor of Concordia over New Haven. Do have an update. Jaron Matheny is over at Lures today as Bishop Lures is taking on Central Noble. Central Noble's got a 28-6 lead. Lures is 2 years removed from a state title under former head coach Mark Pixley. Pixley stepped down at the end of that state title run, and that's a good way to go out, winning a state title, but he's now the head coach at DeKalb, so it might be hard to recognize him in that black and red. Well, recognizing him won't be the problem, but whenever DeKalb takes on Bishop Lures, you might easily get confused. See Mark Pixley on that DeKalb sideline, maybe sporting a polo with some black and red attire and think that he's still coaching at Bishop Lures. That's not the case. He's at DeKalb. coaching the Barons, not the Knights. And right now the Knights are down 28-6 at the hands of Central Noble. And one thing that Jeff Mahoney tells us is that the Cougars have some length that Lures can't handle. Length can bother just about anybody. And I did look for a score between Norwell and Warsaw. There was none to be found, unfortunately. So that game, I believe, is going on right now, but I do not see a score update to be had. I do know that Norwell goes into that game at 2-0, and Warsaw goes into that game at 1-0 with a close win over Snyder back on Tuesday. Now, what does that say about Warsaw? What does that say about Snyder? Perhaps it says that Snyder is back to being the genuinely competitive basketball team that they've been in recent years. It was just 2 years ago that they won a sectional championship and won the SAC. In fact, I believe they won the SAC a couple of years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Really competitive season last year, and not so much competitive. They did win a sectional championship last year, but Snyder has been one of those teams that has been competitive and been able to win a whole lot of games year in and year out and win some big games as well. That wasn't so much the case last year. They finished 13-12. But being able to compete with Warsaw, maybe, just maybe, is a sign that Snyder is, if not back to being their old selves, on the way in that direction. And we're hoping to show you Snyder against Huntington North later this coming week. That'll be on Tuesday over at Kilmer Court. Dave Snyder's got some tournament play going on today, some neutral site play going on. We've got about a minute 40 left to go before the second half gets underway. We're back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
38-23, Concordia with the lead over New Haven as we get ready for the start of half number 2 here at the Cage. Like I said, I was not able to find a score update between Warsaw and Norwell. I believe that game is over at Warsaw High School. Did find some score updates from Snyder, and they played 2 games today, one against McCutcheon, the other against Hammond Central. Panthers beat Hammond Central 55-41. They lost to McCutcheon 62-58. So they'll be 1-2 going into their next game, which is against Huntington North, and that's this coming Tuesday. Snyder will then be right back home to take on Bishop Dwenger. Then they'll go on the road to play Columbia City. That's a team they've had trouble with in recent years. Very well-coached team under head coach Amy Shearer. Jayana Ware and the Bulldogs start with the basketball here in half number 2. Ware feeds that one over to Amira Barker. Contested 3. It's an air ball. Concordia did not touch it, so it will be Cadets basketball. Jenna Akey will run the point for Concordia. Looks like it's all starters on the floor right now for Concordia, and it is. Bollinger, the backdoor cut, and she puts it in. Olivia Bollinger up to 17 points for the game. Webb with the feed. Odom off glass and good. High off the glass from Aries Odom, and she's got 10 off the bench. Bollinger, well defended. She got away, though. Puts up the jumper in the paint. That one won't crawl home. It goes out of bounds off New Haven. Second chance for the Cadets. Out of bounds, nobody home, and Concordia turns it over. This is Concordia's second game of the season. They'll be back home on Tuesday taking on Belmont. That's a team that won the Northeast 8 Conference last year. It was a fairly young team. I believe Aubrey Blakey, their leading scorer, did graduate. They had a lot of young talent on that Belmont team. Very well coached Belmont team under the leadership of Andy Heim. That shot goes for Amira Barker. She's got 5 points in the game. That was nearly a travel as Vandeford does get it inside. Akey with a tough shot. Rebound comes down to her. Linnemeyer over to Bollinger. Bollinger gets a screen from Dressler. Feeds Dressler on the inside. Dressler lost her dribble. And down to the deck goes Ware. It's a jump ball. The arrow will keep it with Concordia. New Haven had the ball to start the second half, so by default, the arrow gives it to Concordia. After that Belmont game, Concordia will take on Northrop this coming Friday. Bollinger calling out the play, trying to get it in, knocked away and turned over into the hands of Odom. That ball was tipped by Akey. She's able to corral it. Left-handed pass to Bollinger. Bollinger up the floor and put in by Vandeford. Chloe Vandeford, the freshman, with 8 points. Barker was thinking about a long three. Vandeford got a hand on the ball. Odom off balance, rattles out, and Dressler will secure it. Dressler secured a lot of saves in her high school soccer career. Akey has it blocked. It's Odom. And a foul. Crystal Linnemeyer called for the foul with 5:17 left in quarter number 3. That's a couple big games that Concordia has coming up. I mentioned that Belmont game. It'll be right here on Tuesday, as Andy Heim's Belmont Braves try to make it back-to-back NE8 titles. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs turn it over. And then Northrop on the road on Friday. Meanwhile, New Haven will take on Canterbury on Tuesday. And on Friday, they'll take on the Blackhawk Christian Braves. That'll be over at Armstrong Arena. Bollinger spotting up, missed the three. Goodrich with the board. Cross court, Webb. Webb loses the ball. She'll put up the jumper, short. Bollinger has the board. The outlet. It's Vandeford, the freshman, too strong. And Barker has the board. Those points were there to be had for the Cadets. Good defense by Vandeford, but Webb had it blocked. It was Akey. She came out of nowhere almost. Akey leaves it backwards. Vandeford, tough shot. It will not drop. Out of bounds. Concordia ball. Barker going after that loose ball. She's a little frustrated with herself that she didn't get it. And Lily Spreen, the freshman, will inbound it. She must have just checked back in. Akey dribbles in and draws the foul. That's going to be on Amira Barker. That's Barker's third personal. First team foul against New Haven here in quarter number 3. And again, the fouls do reset at the end of every quarter. Akey, good on the first free throw. Only got one. It's chased down by Olivia Rush. Here comes Odom down the floor and knocks it down right over Bollinger. Tough shot by Aries Odom. She's got 12 points to lead all Bulldog scorers. Step back three, Bollinger, no. And Goodrich has the board for the Bulldogs. She's fouled. Looks like that's going to go on Dressler. Check that. They call it on Akey. Third personal on Jenna Akey here in this ball game. Well, New Haven's been down by as many as 20 in this game, so 13 points doesn't seem insurmountable in that case. But the Cadets get a stop on this possession. Bollinger lobs it, and a little miscommunication with Dressler leads to a turnover. Barker trying to get across the timeline, and she turns it over. That's Akey going to the glass. She scores. And that was Vandeford defending on the play. Vandeford has 8 points, making her home debut as a freshman at Concordia through the hands of Goodrich and out of bounds. Dressler got her hands up and might have affected that pass just enough. Concordia gets the ball back with 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. Concordia calls timeout. While they take a timeout, I believe we do have a replay to show you. Our replays, as always, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. We'll show you this replay. This was a tough shot by Aries Odom. When you got Olivia Bollinger right in your face, it's tough to make anything, but Odom able to knock that shot down right over Bollinger's outstretched arm, and doesn't help that Bollinger's 6'1", but Odom not bothered by it at all. She's got 12 points in this ball game. Downside for New Haven is they are down 16 points. We got 3:07 left to go here in quarter number 3. So New Haven's got to put something together if they want to stay in this thing. Check in on Central Noble versus Bishop Luers. Jaron Matheny's got the call over there at Bishop Luers High School. That's way on the other side of town, if you will. That's South Fort Wayne. Still a big lead for Central Noble, but it's now 35-18. That game is in the third quarter, so Luers trying to inch back into the ball game. I think they were down 28-6 when I had checked earlier, so they've gotten it decently closer, but it's still not really a close game. Well, Concordia with the ball, up by 16. They've led by as many as 20 points in this game. Feed inside. Petrowski, no good. Nothing there. Odom with the board. Olivia Rush down the floor. She loses the ball. It's off Concordia. 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. It's a Concordia team that's won 2 state championships in girls basketball. That was under head coach Dave Miller. Of course, these days, when the weather's nice, you can find Dave out on the golf course. That shot's blocked, but Bollinger's called for the foul. It'll send Goodrich to the line. Third team foul against Concordia here in quarter number 3. It's Bollinger's second. She's not in any significant foul trouble just yet. But Hannah Goodrich will go to the line with 2:44 to go, and the first one doesn't fall. Banks it in. Goodrich missed her first one, but able to knock the second one in off the glass. Swing out to Bollinger. She'll try the 3. It's good. And Olivia Bollinger is up to 20 points in this game. That's her third made 3. Outside to Webb. Goodrich calls for it. Rush, baseline, contested. Loose ball on the deck. That's Petrowski going for it. It's a jump ball that'll keep it with New Haven. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in quarter number 3. It's a little bit closer over there at Luers. 35-20 now the score. That game is in the third quarter. Central Noble had a 22-point lead early in the ball game. At the end of halftime, actually. That's traveling on Rush. She caught the ball and took 2 steps. Maybe tried to Euro step it, but the officials not fooled at all. Chloe Vandeford, the freshman, comes across the timeline. That's an off-balance shot. It won't go. Vandeford tracks down the board. That shot won't go, and Goodrich at 5'10", able to grab the rebound. Webb has Goodrich on the other side of the court. Hard to make a pass when you got that many white shirts in front of you. Odom can't hit. Rush with the board. Webb wide open. Her three falls short. It's an air ball. With 1:32 to go, Concordia takes over. Lures just made it a 12-point game on a three-pointer, so we're down 28-6 at halftime, as I recall. It's now 35-23. The Knights are on the comeback trail. Crossover by Bollinger. Glory Headkey for three, in and out. Ripped away by Alana Webb. Webb able to find Barker. Barker to the paint, high off the glass. Adria King wants a foul. None is called. Glory Headkey off the feet, has it blocked. Probably should have gone up with that. Goodrich wasn't ready for the pass. Bollinger is ready for it. She feeds Vandeford, and Vandeford gets fouled. With 51.1 seconds to go. And Chloe Vandeford, the freshman, will go to the free throw line. Olivia Rush called for that foul. Second team foul on New Haven. It's Rush's first. And Chloe Vandeford able to hit the free throw. This is the home debut for Chloe Vandeford. She missed the free throw and out of bounds off New Haven. Not only is it her home debut, she gets to start while making her home debut. That's Petrowski who puts it in. Traveling is called on Alana Webb, and New Haven turns it over. 47.4 left to play here in quarter number 3. Hendrickson dishes it over. Petrowski in off the glass. 6 points for Petrowski here in this ball game. A catch and shoot three. Barker, it's short. Offensive board. Odom, too strong. Over the top goes Rush. And into the hands of Macy Hendrickson. Headkey cross court. Vandeford, too strong. Batted around and pulled down by Uniah Potter. Potter, the outlet. Vandeford almost had the takeaway, and now it is a takeaway for Lily Spreen. Step back three, no good. Offensive board, Headkey lost it, and the third quarter comes to an end. Concordia with a 23-point lead over New Haven, trying to even their overall record before Belmont comes in here on Tuesday. We're back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this talk.
A 53-30 lead for Concordia. Olivia Bollinger with 20 points in this ball game. She was held to 6 against the Eastside Blazers in Concordia's opener. That's a quality Eastside program led by Mike Lordy. Team that thrives on great defense. But Bollinger's a player who averages 17 points a game, or at least she did last year. Linnemeyer turns it over, and here comes New Haven. Bollinger's not on the floor right now. Webb to the glass, and she spins it home. Alana Webb able to put it in. And Alana Webb is in double figures. She averages double figures in her career. Scored over 15 points per game last year with the Bulldogs. Late pass knocked away by Webb. Webb with Glory Headkey right on her, and she'll get it across the timeline. Little shot fake. Barker blocked. Petrowski in on that block, and here comes Lily Spreen, the freshman. She loses it. It's Webb. Webb pokes it away. Drives to the basket. She's fouled. Shot won't go. But Webb is going to the line. 7:06 to go here in quarter number 4. Score over at Bishop Luers is now 36-25 in favor of Central Noble. Luers was down 28-6. They're making that game much more interesting. It is in the fourth quarter, though. If you're trailing in the fourth quarter in IHSAA basketball, one of the downsides you have to deal with is there's no shot clock. As Webb's able to knock down the first free throw. So you may have to give some fouls earlier than you'd like to. New Haven starts the fourth quarter with the first 3 points. Make it 4. All belong to Alana Webb. And she's got 12 for the game. Sophia DeBose checks in for New Haven. We've got 7:06 left to play here in regulation. Olivia Bollinger is back in. She's been the majority of Concordia's offense tonight. 20 points in this game. She goes to the right, loses the ball. That's Joy Headkey who recovers for the Cadettes. Lily Spreen to the basket. All couldn't spin it home. Headkey couldn't put it back. Uniah Potter the board, but stolen right back by Bollinger. Out of bounds, Concordia ball. Linnemeyer couldn't get a clean handle. And here comes Potter. 2-on-2. Potter wins it. And it's a 6-0 run by the Bulldogs to start quarter number 4. Spreen down the paint, off the glass and in. The freshman, Lily Spreen, with her first make from the field tonight. That shot won't go. Bollinger comes down with it. Bollinger through traffic. There was a lot of traffic early on. It doesn't matter. Bollinger finishes at the rim. Give her 22 points for the night. Odom off balance. Bollinger's got it. And there goes Bollinger again. 1-on-1. Too strong, but she was fouled. Looked like it was in the act of shooting. Amira Barker called for the foul, and Bollinger will go to the free throw line. 22 points already for Olivia Bollinger, the daughter of head coach Nicole Bollinger. She's got an older sister, Kaylin, who played basketball here at Concordia. Even then, Bollinger was scoring in double figures, whether it was as a freshman, as a sophomore, or last year as a junior. She's got 23 tonight after that made free throw. 5:46 left to go in this ball game. Second one is good. 24 points, Olivia Bollinger. After Eastside held her to 6, Odom's going to come inbound this ball for New Haven. And again, Concordia's got a big game here on Tuesday night as they take on the Belmont Lady Braves. Rush, the feed inside. Potter, the turnaround. No. Offensive board. That was Sophia DeBose who got the board. Webb, short. and it's Bollinger with the rebound. She's done just about everything, and she beats everybody down the floor here. Olivia Bollinger, 26 points and a 25-point Concordia lead. She just ran past everybody in black. And Bollinger's got it again. This time going to feed it, but it's kicked out of bounds by Webb. She was trying to feed it to the freshman Spreen. We know Bollinger can score the basketball and do so at a high level, but you see there, she wants to get her teammates involved. I think that's a senior recognizing that this is a promising young freshman class that Concordia has. Seen a good night so far from Chloe Vandeford especially. Bollinger blocked, but she's fouled. And Bollinger will go right back to the free throw line. Hannah Goodrich called for the foul. It's her second. And that's the second team foul against New Haven here in the fourth quarter. Well, looks like Central Noble has answered. They've upped their lead to 18 points, 43-25. They lead Bishop Luers in the fourth quarter. Bollinger goes 2 for 2. 28 points for Olivia Bollinger in this ball game. Here come the Bulldogs. Coming up on 5 minutes to play. Odom the feed inside. Almost had that ball knocked away. That's a kickball. And it's on Bollinger. She's turned in such a great night, but there's rarely ever a perfect night in the game of basketball, whether you're talking about somebody shooting the basketball, rebounding. You're going to have your missed opportunities, and you're going to have your turnovers. But Bollinger gets the rebound there. The outlet to Joy Headkey. Missed it. And here comes Odom down the floor. Poked away, Spreen, and now Bollinger's got it. And Bollinger is closest to the basket. She's going to take it, and that was the right thing to do. Spreen was to her right, but Bollinger had a clear path to the basket. She's got 30 points. Held to 6 by the Eastside Blazers. She turns in 30 tonight against the New Haven Bulldogs. A catch and shoot for Goodrich. Off the mark. Lily Spreen, the freshman, has the board for the Cadets. The feed to Akey. Dish outside. Glory Headkey hits a three. Glory Headkey with 5 points in her home debut. Looks like Concordia's got a little 2-3 zone going here as Odom steps back. That's a 2 if it goes. It does not. That's off of Bollinger. Clock stops at 3:39. And Nicole Bollinger will dig into her bench, and her daughter Olivia will go to the bench. And I'm only reading body language, which is not always perfect, but it seems like Olivia didn't really want to come out there. Well, when you've turned in 30 points and your team's up 32, that's not a bad time to take her out of the ball game. As this ball's out of bounds, Concordia will take over. There may be one particular thing that Bollinger was going for. I can only speculate. Jenna Akey across the timeline for Concordia. She'll hand that one to Glory Headkey. Spreen drives, feeds it. Loose ball. It's Potter who takes it away for the Bulldogs, and here comes Webb. Webb, little Euro step, missed the shot. DeBose is there for the rebound, and Potter puts it in. A 30-point lead for the Bulldogs. Well, I'll just go ahead and, 30-point lead for the Cadets. As Spreen steps back and hits the jumper. Lily Spreen, the freshman. I'll just go ahead and say it. Chloe Vandeford, the Concordia freshman, has 9 points. She's not on the floor right now. Looks like her night might be done. That shot won't go for Adeline Gage. DeBose missed it. 2:31 on the clock and a foul called. Joy Headkey called for the foul. And Sophia DeBose will go to the charity stripe. Her first one falls short. 2:31 left. Well, now Central Noble has obviously answered the call. Lures had gotten it down to an 11-point game, but it looks like that's as close as they ever got it. Excuse me, I was getting the hiccups there while making that announcement. As Sophia DeBose gets one free throw to go. Central Noble now up 45-25 over Lures. That pass long. Spreen stepped out of bounds before she saved it. It's going to go back to New Haven. Well, a good response by Concordia after the opening night loss at the hands of Eastside. They'll take on Belmont here at the Cage on Tuesday night. Concordia has shown that they can beat quality opponents. They showed it plenty of times last year. Pull-up jumper, Webb. Nothing but net for Alana. And she's got 14. Concordia beat Northrop here last year in the regular season. They also beat East Noble here in the regular season. They lost to East Noble in sectionals, but they're hoping that they can knock off the reigning Northeast 8 Conference champions. That shot's blocked. Spreen gets it back, throws it out to the top of the key, and Glory Headkey keeps it alive. That's Joy Headkey. Her three comes up short. Anaya Potter with the board, and here comes Webb. Webb down the floor, 1-on-3. Webb couldn't connect. Elise Metz with the board, and wide open is Joy Headkey, and Joy to the world. Joy Headkey, 5 points in the ball game. Pull up three, Gage, no good. Metz couldn't control it, but a foul called on the shot by Webb. Elise Metz called for her first foul. It is the third team foul on Concordia. And Alana Webb will go to the free throw line. Couldn't rattle home that first one. And again for New Haven, they'll take on Canterbury on Tuesday night. As the second free throw is good. And then they'll take on Blackhawk Christian on Friday night. I believe that puts Webb at 15 points for the game. As Headkey feeds that one over to Lily Spreen. Lily Spreen the dish. And Joy Headkey for three, and she got it. She rattled it home. Second three for Joy Headkey in this ball game. Poked away, recovered by Macy Hendrickson, the freshman. Left-hand layup won't fall, but Macy is going to go to the free throw line. Her older brother, Vaughn Hendrickson, was a cross-country runner here at Concordia. A really good one. Vaughn won a lot of races in his time at Concordia. I believe he's currently at Concordia University in Seward, Nebraska. Hendrickson gets the first one to fall. I believe they officially call that school Concordia University, Nebraska. Specifically, it is in Seward, Nebraska. Missed the second one. Out of bounds, and it'll be New Haven ball. Khalees Sherelds, the sophomore, is in off the bench for New Haven. She tries to feed Potter on the interior, and that's Hendrickson with a takeaway. She finds Spreen. That's one freshman to another. Sherelds gets the block, but she's called for the foul with 18.6 seconds. Fourth team foul on New Haven, so Concordia will be in the double bonus the rest of the way, but there's only 18.6 seconds left. Spreen couldn't hit the free throw. Second one's good. So now, with only 18.6 seconds left, we are in a running clock. Almost doesn't matter, though, as Hendrickson pokes that one away with 10 seconds left. Hendrickson to the basket, scores. Macy Hendrickson, the freshman, gets her first field goal of the night. And that's the ball game. The Concordia Cadets dominate the New Haven Bulldogs 79-42, and they are your winner. Concordia evens their record to 1-1 on the season. And a reminder, Concordia will take on Belmont this coming Tuesday right here at the Cage. New Haven goes to Canterbury on Tuesday. Check that. They host Canterbury on Tuesday, and then they host Blackhawk Christian on Friday, and they host Garrett on Saturday. As for Concordia, they not only host Belmont on Tuesday, they go on the road to play Northrop on Friday, and then they go on the road to play East Noble the following Tuesday. But here they win at 79-42 over the New Haven Bulldogs. We'll go ahead and let you know that our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game is none other than Olivia Bollinger. She turns in a 30-point night. That's right, a 30-point night for Bollinger. Also a frequent rebounder and shared the ball well with her teammates. Olivia Bollinger, your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. The cheerleaders saying, "Go Concordia, beat Belmont." That's who's coming in here on Tuesday night. Concordia with the win tonight over New Haven, 79-42. For my cameraman, Oscar Harrison, this is Thad Goff saying so long from the Cage. You've been watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Good night, everybody.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.